Page 256. D. Substitute adjectives for the italicized adjective phrases. First, I want a boy capable of hard work. Capable of hard in italicized. Second, the wall raised long ago fell down. Italicized, raised long ago. Third, he has gone to the church in the village. Italicized, in the village. Fourth, look at the sun above. Look at the sun about to set. Italicized, about to set. Fifth, he is a man of great promise. Italicized, of great promise. Sixth, I want a pencil of Indian make. Italicized, of Indian make. Seventh, the house built of marble was destroyed by the earthquake. Italicized, built of marble. Eighth, he led a life without any blame. Italicized, without any blame. Ninth, it was the deed of a coward. Italicized, of a coward. E. Pick out the adverbial phrases in the following. First, I stopped in front of his house. Second, they came many years ago. Third, he did the work in a clever way. Fourth, we tried with all our strength. Fifth, they ran at a great speed. Sixth, he does his work without any care. Seventh, please send me a copy at an early date. Eighth, he went to the riverside. Ninth, I have been here for a long time. 10th, he died at this place. 11th, come into the room. 12th, I shall do it at any cost. 13th, he rested under a tree for some time. F. Substitute phrases for the italicized adverbs. First, he was there. Second, italicized adverb, there. Second, I want a reply soon. Italicized, soon. Third, they marched westward. Westward. Fourth, he is now asleep. Now. Fifth, do the work carefully. Carefully. Sixth, I shall shortly go there. Shortly. Seventh, he shouted aloud. Aloud. Eighth, speak gently. Gently. Ninth, God is everywhere. Everywhere. 10th, he came late. Late. 11th, he acted prudently. Prudently. 12th, he is always late. Always. 13th, he did it hurriedly. Hurriedly. G. Substitute adverbs for the italicized adverbial phrases. First, he saw me at that place. At that place. Adverbial phrase is at that place. Second, I welcome you with all my heart. With all my heart. Third, he did the work with great care. With great care. Fourth, he failed through ill luck. Through ill luck. Fifth, I shall meet you at this place. At this place. Sixth, at what time may I expect you? At what time? Seventh, he spoke in a rude tone. In a rude tone. Eighth, they went to the south. To the south. Ninth, tell me in brief what you want. In brief. 11th, he will come before long. Before long. 11th, he spoke in a rough manner. In a rough manner. Page number 257. H. Pick out the prepositional phrases in the following. He couldn't come on account of illness. Second, I say this by way of example. Third, I did it in accordance with your order. Fourth, I know nothing in connection with that case. Fifth, he is inferior to me in point of strength. Sixth, he is at the point of death. Seventh, they were on the point of starting when you came. Eighth, I did my best for the sake of my friend. First, pick out the various phrases in the following and state to which class they belong. First, I met him on the way. Second, they did it in a careless manner. Third, I knew the name of the boy. Fourth, there is a tree in front of my house. Fifth, I sat by his side. Sixth, I know the time of his arrival. Seventh, before going there, you must finish the work. Eighth, he gave me the book belonging to you. Ninth, I was at home at the time but went away shortly after. 10th, angry at my opposition, he left the place. 11th, he lived a life of purity and simplicity. 12th, the news of his death reached there at last. 13th, what does the boy in the street shout about? 14th, they did the work in a careless manner. 15th, he was absent on account of his son's illness. 16th, he left the room in a fit of anger. Chapter 34, Clauses. 407. As he is ill, he cannot come. This is the boy who did it. In the first sentence, each of the parts, as he is ill and he cannot come, is a complete sentence, having a subject and a predicate of its own. Each of these two small sentences again form part of a big sentence. As he is ill, he cannot come. Similarly, in the second sentence, the two small sentences, who did it and this is a boy, are parts of the big sentence. This is the boy who did it. Such small sentences which form part of a big sentence are called clauses. A clause is a group of words having a subject and a predicate of its own but forming part of a bigger sentence. This means that a clause is a sentence forming part of a bigger sentence. In the above example, as he is ill, he cannot come. This is the boy. Who did it are all clauses. 408. Kind of clause. Clauses are of three kinds. A. Principal clause. B. Subordinate or dependent clause. C. Coordinate clause. 409. Principal and subordinate in the brackets dependent clause. As he is ill, he cannot come. This is the boy who did it. Page number 258. In the first sentence, the clause he cannot come can stand alone and make a complete sense by itself. But the clause as he is ill cannot stand by itself as a sentence without depending on the clause he cannot come. Similarly, in the second sentence, the clause who did it has to depend on the clause this is the boy to convey the complete meaning. A clause that is dependent on another clause is called a subordinate or dependent clause. The clause which stands by itself and on which the subordinate clause depends is called the principal clause. In the examples above, he cannot come and this is the boy are principal clauses. As he is ill and who did it are subordinate or dependent clauses. Note the following examples. Sentence: I know where he is. Principal clause: I know. Subordinate clause: where he is. The book sentence: the book that you gave me is lost. Principal clause: the book is lost. Subordinate clause: that you gave me. Sentence: if you come, you can meet him. Principal clause: you can meet him. Subordinate clause: if you come. Remember, finite verb is the main indication of a clause. every clause must have a finite verb, and the number of finite verbs in a sentence indicates the number of clauses. 410. Coordinate clause. He went home and then left for Delhi. He is poor but will help you. In the first sentence, either of the two clauses, he went home and then left for Delhi, can stand by itself as a complete sentence without depending on the other. They are of equal rank and are connected by the coordinating conjugation and. In the second sentence, the clauses he is poor and he will help you do not depend on each other to make a complete sense. They are of equal rank and connected by the coordinating conjugation but. Such clauses are called coordinate clauses. A coordinate clause is of the same rank as another and is connected by a coordinating conjugation with the latter. Thus, a clause may be coordinate with a main clause or with a subordinate clause. Coordinating clauses are connected with each other by coordinating conjugations such as and, but, yet, or, not only, but also, either, or, neither, nor, therefore, etc. Note the following examples. He left the place, but I remained there. He is lame and cannot go there alone. Either you must come or I shall go. I cannot come for I am ill. Read or you will fail. 411. Subordinate clauses are of three kinds. A. The noun clause does the work of a noun. Page number 259. B. The adjective clause does the work of an adjective. C. The adverbial clause does the work of an adverb. A. The noun clause or nominal clause. 412. The noun clause does the work of a noun and it is usually introduced by the conjugation that, expressed or understood, or by an interrogative pronoun or an interrogative adverb. I know that he is ill. They say he is dead. That he is ill is known to all. I know what he wants. I shall inquire who did it. I asked him if or whether he was there. I know why he did it. 413. The noun clause may be a. The subject of a verb. That he is ill is known to all. When he will come is uncertain. B. The object of a verb. I know when he will come. He said that he would go. C. The object of a preposition. I know nothing of what he will do. It depends on how he behaves. D. The complement of a verb. That is what we expected. The truth is, he is ill. E. In apposition to a noun or it, there is a rumor that he is dead. It is true that he has come. Exercise 53. Pick out the noun clauses from the following and parse them. First, I know that you are right. Second, I heard what he had said. Third, when he will go is not known. Fourth, it is clear that he did it. Fifth, I know where he lives and what he does. Sixth, there is a rumor that he will return soon. Seventh, why he said so is a mystery. 8th, can you say when he will come? 9th, that he is intelligent is admitted to by all. 10th, it is said that he will resign. 11th, I know nothing about what he will do. 12th, the girl asked me if I had seen her father. 13th, they promised that they would try. 14th, I asked him if he knew when the examination would commence. 15th, it is known that he is a rogue. R-O-G-U-E, rogue. B. Substitute nouns or phrases for the noun clauses. First, I know where he was born. Second, we have heard that he is ill. Third, the report that he is dead is false. Fourth, everything depends on how he behaves. Fifth, I noticed that you were absent. Sixth, I wish that you would succeed. Seventh, I doubt if he can do it. Eighth, when he will go is uncertain. Ninth, I resent that you are so rough. 11th, the jury declared that the prisoner was innocent. Model. I know why he was angry. Dash. I know the reason of his being angry. He admitted that he has seen me. He admitted having seen me. We have heard that he has died. We have heard the report of his death, or we have heard of his death. Page number 260. C. Substitute noun clauses for the italicized portions. First, I admit my fault. Italicized, my fault. Second, this is his birthplace. Italicized, his birthplace. Third, the time of his arrival is not known. Time of his arrival. Fourth, we have heard of his success. His success. Fifth, there is no truth in your statement. Your statement. Sixth, the teacher noted your absence. Your absence. Seventh, I wish you long life. You long life. Eighth, you must listen to my speech. My speech. Ninth, I hope to succeed. To succeed. 10th, I know him to be guilty. Him to be guilty. 11th, he told me the manner of his escape. The manner of his escape. 12th, there is no truth in the report of his death. Of his death. 13th, I assure you of my help. Of my help. Model. I have heard of his failure. I have heard that he has failed. I do not believe his statement. I do not believe what he says. B. The adjective clause. The adjective clause. 414. Adjective clause does work of an adjective in a sentence qualifying a noun or a pronoun. I know the boy who did it. Who did it? This is the place where he was born. Where he was born. I have lost the book you gave me. You gave me. This is the reason why he failed. Why he failed. In the above sentences, the clauses in italicize qualify the words boy, place, book, and reason as adjectives. Hence, these are all adjective clauses. 415. The adjective clause is introduced by a. Relative pronouns who, which, that, as. B. Relative adverbs when, where, how, why, whence, as. This is the boy who did it. Who did it? I shall give a prize to one that will be able to complete the work. That will be able to complete the work. I know the time when he comes. When he comes. He lives at the place where I live. Where I live. This is the reason why he failed. Why he failed. 416. But the relative pronoun is often omitted when, if retained, it would have been in the objective case. That is the man I saw. Whom I saw. The book he bought has been lost. Which has been lost. I have forgotten the story he told me. That he told me. Note. It will be noted that who, which, why, when, where, etc. introduce both noun and adjective clauses, but there can be no confusion if one bears in mind that the clause introduced by them is noun only when they are interrogative, introducing dependent questions, and adjective only when they are relative, that is, when they qualify antecedents. Noun clauses. Tell me who did it. Who? Adjective clauses. I know the boy who did it. Noun clause. Tell me when he will come. Adjective clause. Tell me the time when he will come. Noun clause. I know why he said so. Adjective clause. I know the reason why he said so. Noun clause. I know how he did it. Adjective clause. Tell me the way how he did it. B. For clauses introduced by what? See Article 449. 417. Adjective clauses are sometimes introduced by the relative pronoun but. There is none but wishes to be happy. 418. Clauses introduced by who, which, when, where, etc. are subordinate adjectival only when the words are used in a restrictive sense, restricting and defining the antecedents, but when the words are used in a continuative sense to give further details, the clauses they introduce are coordinate. Page number 261. Restrictive and hence subordinate adjectival. First, the book which I bought is lost. Second, I know the boys who are present. Third, I know the place where he lives. Continuative and hence coordinate. First, my horse which is in the stable is an Arab. Second, I saw him yesterday when he gave the news. Third, I went to your father who promised to help me. Note, a restrictive clause may be introduced by that, but a continuative clause is never introduced by it. B. As stated in Article 129b, note a relative pronoun or adverb, when used in a continuative sense, generally takes a comma before it. But the presence of commas is not the decisive mark of a relative pronoun or adverb being used in a continuative sense. Restrictive clauses also may have commas before and after them. Second, William, who did not much like the journey, said it was too deep for them to venture on. ABC of English Usage, page 47. Second, among the men who came here today, not one turned out to be honest. Man has the power of making instruments which bring into view stars whose light has taken 1,000 years to reach the earth. Nesfield. Third, whilst the authors of all these evil were idly and stupidly gazing on the menacing meteor which blackened all their horizon, it suddenly burst. Oxford Course in English Composition, page 10. In the above examples, the clauses in italicized are treated as subordinate adverbial by the authorities concerned. Exercise 54. Pick out the adjective clauses and pass them. First, the book that you gave me is lost. Second, I know the day when he will come. Third, do not mention the time when you saw me. Fourth, the girls you saw are my sisters. Fifth, this is the house I bought. Sixth, he is the best boy that I have ever seen. Seventh, I want such a pen as will write well. Eighth, this is the same book as that. Ninth, I have lost the watch I bought the other day. 10th, only such boys are wanted as can speak fluently. 11th, this is the story you told me. B. Substitute adjective or adjective phrases for adjective clauses. First, I know the place where he was born. Second, everybody loves a boy who speaks the truth. Third, I know the time when he will arrive. Fourth, the tree that stood in front of my house has been blown down. Fifth, I want a pen that is made in India. Sixth, a servant who is faithful always serves his master. Seventh, the boy that will succeed will get prizes. Eighth, uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. Ninth, the reason why he failed is known. C. Substitute adjective clauses for adjectives or adjective phrases. First, the boy sitting by me is my brother. Second, only a boy of perseverance will succeed. Third, water to drink should be pure. Fourth, no bareheaded person was allowed to enter. Fifth, give me a pair of cloth made in India. Sixth, I have been to his place of residence. Seventh, the men in the room rushed out. Eighth, he informed us of the date of his arrival. Ninth, I know the path leading to his house. 10th, they accepted the proposal put forward. 11th, he loves his native village. Page number 262. D. State whether the clauses introduced by who, which, when, where in the following sentences are restrictive or continuative. First, I have seen the boy who stood first at the examination. Second, my brother who has seen you will pardon you. Third, the place where he was born has been washed away by the Padma. Fourth, this is Calcutta where he was born. Fifth, he failed, which is a mystery. I bought the horses which had won the race. Seventh, I have bought a horse which will win the race. Eighth, the girl lived in Dhaka where she was a student. Ninth, the girl went to the village where she had been a student. 10th, the girl lives at her native village where she is a student. 11th, I went to the boy who promised to help me. 12th, I went to the boy who had promised to help me. 13th, I know your brother who is a pleader. C. The adverbial clause. 419. Adverbial clause does the work of an adverb in a sentence, modifying a verb, adjective, or another adverb. Adverbial clauses can be introduced by any of the subordinating conjugations, excepting that used in apposition. First, adverbial clauses of time, indicating time and are introduced by when, while, after, before, till, until, since, etc. Wait until I come. I came when he came when I was there. Strike while the iron is hot. He came after I had left.